Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is Cage848 and welcome back to Vane. We're going to start off this episode by talking about zombie damage. Now, just so you can see right here, I am not in God mode, but I have been playing around with this off camera, and a lot of times the zombies cannot hurt me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get this zombie right here, and I'm going to let them hit on me for a little bit. Kind of weird. They can't make it in the door either. That's odd. All right, let's open this up. There we go. All right, so watch. Look. Not getting hurt. And it seems kind of rare. And here's the interesting part. I am taking a lot of damage on my combat pack. But look, my combat pack's the only thing taking damage. I'm not taking damage. Oh, there we go. But it's random. It's freaking random. So I'm not really sure what's going on with this. If I turn, he can definitely hurt me. If I'm looking at him, it's kind of random. I was playing around with it for about an hour or two before I started recording. And I kind of, like, what I did was I took off the combat pack, and then I started to... Here, well, let's just go check it out right now. Hold on, let's find somebody. Alright, this zombie right here. Let me show you. Alright, here we go. I just want one, makes it easier. Oh, that's too many. Okay. Alright, we're gonna kill all of them except for one. There we go. Alright, so, not getting hurt. Now watch, take this off. Now I'm getting hurt fully on every hit. You see that? See that? So it has something to do with the combat pack. Now I did some testing by wearing other backpacks, and what I did was I put on the what was the other backpack I put on? I put on the hiker's backpack, and it was working the same way. I wasn't taking damage. So I'm not really sure what's going on with this, but it's something I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. I want to wear the military, the combat pack because it's awesome and it's like the best one. But I don't like the fact that it kind of makes me. It doesn't make me fully invincible though. Like I said, it's random. Like, when I was testing it for, like, the first maybe 20 minutes of the test, I couldn't get hit. I switched some backpacks, I went outside, and all of a sudden I can get hit again. I'm not sure. It might actually be a hitbox thing. So I'm not really sure, but I will keep an eye on it. Let's go ahead, and what I need to do is repair my backpack, because I've got some issues there. Cloth scrap, hard leather, combat pack, and... Oh, combat pack, and repair. There we go. It's weird, too, because when I'm getting hit, the combat pack's the only thing that takes damage. Which is also very, very strange. And it takes a lot of damage. Like, during my test, it actually broke. And when it broke, that's when I started taking full damage. So we'll keep an eye on it. I did talk to some people in Discord about it, and, like, some people were trying to test it. Some people took damage, some people didn't. It just seems very random. And if they hit me in the back, they can do damage. And if they hit me, you know, it's just, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to kind of keep an eye on it. Anyway, I did turn up zombie damage, by the way, because I don't feel like they've been doing enough damage, and I might even turn it up more. I haven't really decided yet. I don't like to turn things up too much in one shot because, you know, you never know how it's gonna work. But damage oh, never mind. You know what? I turned it up, but I never saved the game. Okay. Well, that shouldn't really matter. All right, whatever. It's 1.5. I'll keep an eye on that. Pretty sure I turned that up. Let's go ahead and save the game, but then I reloaded the game. That might have been what, you know, the issue was. I didn't think a reload would like, turn it back down, or put it back to its original state. Okay, damage multiplier is 1.5. I'll keep an eye on that moving forward. Okay, I repaired my backpack. I showed you turning up the zombie damage, talked about the zombie hitting issue. The next thing I want to do is look for a blood test kit. I have looked everywhere, and I cannot find one. These are all drop chests, by the way, which is why I'm looking in here. Okay, no kit. I'm pretty sure I haven't looted one. The thing is, though, like, normally if I looted something that I was looking for, like a blood test kit, I would notice it when I looted it. But the thing is, when I loot healing items, because I have so many healing items, I don't pay attention to them. So, it's theoretically, I could have looted it without noticing. Let's go to the infirmary, because this is where all my stuff is. But, yeah, I don't know. Not seeing any... Oh, hold on. Clinic kit. Small contain assortment of medical items. Okay. Oh, so those are... I'm pretty sure these aren't going to have them. But, I don't know. Let's just unpack it and see. Kit. Kit. Nope. Unpack. Maybe the first aid kits? Yeah, see, it would be popping up in here. Unless it's going on the floor because there's no room. There's not a lot of room in here, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called the blood test kit. I don't think I have one. So that's a bit of a bummer there. Is it that rare though? Because I have been looting. So I don't know my blood type, which is why I want to take a look at it. See, unknown. So I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for it. We'll see if we can find one. Remove some food. Okay, so you guys know I've been taking 2-week breaks to kind of move the game time ahead a little bit. And the whole idea for immersion is I, basically take 2 weeks off and I just do nothing interesting. I don't loot. I don't do anything. I just eat, drink, maybe do some cooking in order to get the food I need, but I don't do anything like super important. And then the idea is what I really do is I skip the days ahead to knock off weeks at a time, a couple weeks at a time, so we can get to winter. Because if we just do like one day at a time, it's going to take forever to get to winter. You know what I mean? So here's the thing though. Someone was mentioning, are you eating during those 2 weeks? That's a really good point. So what I did is I took 2 separate 2-week vacations. Now, that's just me skipping the days ahead 2 weeks. But if you think about it, you should have eaten for those 2 weeks. So what I did was I took 4 weeks worth of food because I've done it twice. I've done 4 weeks total, and I threw it out. Okay, to keep the immersion going that I ate during those 2 weeks. Really good call. Thank you for pointing it out. That's the kind of stuff that we need in this series. That's why this series has been so much fun. All right, what's next on my list? Oh, so we'll talk about that later. It has to do with hot dogs, not really anything about the game. Why not use the phone timer or use another monitor? So when I'm cooking, I use a timer, and I have this little timer right here. You can hear it, right? And I just use that timer, and it's not a great timer. I want to buy a better one. Someone was mentioning, why don't you use your phone as a timer? My phone like locks up, like if I don't do anything with it for like a minute, it shuts off. Or not shuts off, but the screen goes away, right? So I don't like using my phone. Maybe there's a way to get around that. I don't really like using the phone, if I'm going to be completely honest. The other idea is to get a timer on another monitor. I don't like doing that because I'd have to like click off the screen and I don't like having to click off my game. I like having a physical timer that I can just set that's separate from the computer. So I'm going to get that's the reason I don't use those items, because someone was wondering about that. I do want to try and grow crops today. Let's actually do that now. I not only want to try and grow crops to see if they'll grow in October, but I also want to try and grow them because, well, I just threw away 30 pumpkins just to pumpkins to simulate the idea that I took 2 weeks off 2 separate times. Okay, seeds. There we go. And no, not place. Darn it. I always do that. Plants. I wish they'd give you the temperature you need for the crops. I don't think they do, but they give you like there's a stat. I don't remember what it's called. You can look at the plant and see. Here, hold on. Come on, there. Nope. Yep, that's it. Okay, check. So they've got a where's that stat? Here it is. Wait, why are they all 0? Affects how hardy the plant is. Good tolerance means the plant will be damaged by bad... Wait, good tolerance means the plant will be damaged by bad weather... Slower? Oh, slower. Okay. I was reading it as shower. Better weather shower. What's that mean? No. The higher the tolerance, the less it'll be damaged by things that are an issue. The problem is all these are like not showing, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. Last time I looked, those like stats did show. So it's really weird they're not. Like you'd see like the green and the yellow and all that stuff up there. There should be like stats here, but there isn't. So not really sure what's up with that. Not gonna worry about it. We'll see if they, if they don't grow, then they don't grow. I probably still have enough food for the winter. Not probably. I have enough food for the winter, and I can always go hunt if I really get desperate, or possibly even fish. So, but I do want to replace the pumpkins that I had to, use during those that 4-week period. All right, so now we're getting to the focus of the episode. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that's right. It's not here. It's on here. There we go. Let's go ahead and make some code locks. Now, how many am I going to need? Let's see. I'm going to use code locks for most of the doors in the game, in my base. So we're going to need 1, 2. I wonder if it's for both. We'll just do 2 for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we need at least 10. All right, so we're gonna need enhanced locks and electrical scrap. All right, finally we have something to use for electrical scrap. There we go, grab that. And I don't think we have any enhanced locks. No, if we did, they would be showing up. I think they go to the top, so, because I've got it pinned. All right, so for enhanced locks, we're gonna need, I think we're gonna need standard locks. Yep, okay, that and that. Okay, standard locks are iron scrap and metal bracket. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to make, I might just make like 25 of these. There's no reason not to. You can see right here, these kind of jumped. Why is duct tape over these? I thought when you pin something, it jumps to the top of your storage, but it's not at the very top, which is kind of interesting. We'll take a bunch of those, and we'll take some iron scrap. And let's go ahead and make, just, I don't know, like, whatever, like 100? I don't think we're gonna make 100, but, oh yeah, that's right, it's gotta go inside. I haven't crafted anything in a while. Scrap, metal brackets. 50 sounds like a good start. In case anyone's wondering how I do this, I made a macro for my mouse that simply just presses the left mouse button very fast. And if you're wondering how to do that, I can't really tell you because it depends on the mouse and everything. I have a Logitech, or I think I have a Logitech something. Yeah, Logitech. I'm reading it right now. G502 Hero, and it'll come with like software, and you just set up a macro. It's pretty easy. Okay, so that's doing its thing. Let's. What else do we need for the next one? I can't see. Oh, the standard lock. Okay. All right. So lock. 5. Take these over here. Why aren't they showing up? Oh, because they don't go in there. Lock. And then lock. And metal brackets. Okay, and then we just keep, will that stay on there or no? Yeah, these things are slow to make. Go. Yeah, I wish this whole, like search thing would stay searched on what you're searching for. All right, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of these off. We're gonna get that down to about 20. And then we're gonna take out the stuff we need for them, which is iron and brackets. And then we're gonna make some more on this side. Iron and brackets and lock. Standard lock. We need a screwdriver. My screwdrivers are down here. Screw. I love the whole pin feature. The way it has the pin feature in the, in the storage. It's really, really cool. Really, again, it's the little things, Anyone can make a survival game where you have to eat and drink and run away from zombies, but it's these little things that really make these things a joy to play. Okay, so now we're gonna need more locks. Wait, what? Lock pick. Oh, because they're in here. I'm like, why aren't they in my inventory? Standard lock. Yep. Looking good. And standard lock. And then lock. And you can see how we're doing this here. Okay. Everything's looking good. Lock. Standard lock. They do take a little bit of time. To make, that's for sure. All right, how many locks do I? Oh! Whoa! Oh, happy day! It's a Thanksgiving miracle. Oh, this is great. We finally get a horde. Oh, thank you, game. You just made my Thanksgiving. My family that we usually go to visit for Thanksgiving went to Florida to visit other families, so it's just me and Autumn today. So it's a sad Thanksgiving, but now it's a fun Thanksgiving. Oh, this is great. Okay, this is great. All right, flares, a few arrows, a bow, and a flare gun. Okay, and we'll do the flare gun first. What are you gonna do for Thanksgiving, Cage? I'm gonna burn some zombies. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to burn them from down here. Let's try and get them all over here so they all get set on fire. All right, that looks pretty good. Alright. And here we go. Let's save the game in case something really bad happens. Here you go. Oh! Best Thanksgiving ever. Come on, get up there. Alright. Burn, baby, burn. Thanksgiving Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, I love it. Now, one of the problems with this is sometimes the zombies will glitch through, and if they, like that, and if they hit my walls, they will light my walls on fire. My wooden walls. So, I might want to start thinking about changing out some of these wooden walls, but we'll see. Right now, it's working wonderfully. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They are all burned. Oop. Look at that. All right. Looking good. Let's go out there and have some fun with the horde. We use some guns. People get mad I don't use guns. Let's use some guns. Whatever. Ammo is limited, but we do have a lot. Oh, is the whole horde done yet? Oh, wow. The whole horde is done. Oop. I like this gun. See, the thing is, though, honestly, I need to save my ammo, so when I get hordes while I'm out looting, I'm ready, you know? Because I don't really need the guns here. But when you're out looting, you kind of want them. Wow. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. It does cause me some lag here, though, with the fire, but well worth it. Alright, I'm getting hurt, so that's good. Oh boy. I don't think this is the horde. I think they're hearing the gunfire. Aha! 50 weapon handling, baby. Okay. Oh, there goes his head. Wow. Wowie. So cool. It's weird. It's not showing my ammo, though. Like, it's supposed to. Oh, there it goes. Alright, reload that. Oh, see, my wall's on fire. See? They always do that. Oh, it's annoying. Like, I'm not sure how that even works. The only thing I can think of is that a zombie that got on fire glitched and flew all the way over here and then lit the wall. Or, I mean, they couldn't even have spawned inside my base because the only thing I lit on fire was over here. Oh, yeah. Okay. This isn't good. Damn it, I'm gonna lose a freaking light now. This is gonna be a problem right here. We have to take care of that ASAP. Okay. I don't think you can put the fire out. If you can, I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't really know. But yeah, the one right there. That's a danger. I think we should also do a perimeter check and make sure we're good around the entire base. Okay, reinforced planks. The reinforced wood rods and the screws. Are we gonna like make this entire wall metal? Not today, but I don't know, maybe in an upcoming episode. Can you break out the bottom? You know how long that would take? No, I'm not doing that. Can you replace one? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. First things first, let's go ahead and put this right here. Maybe they're just gonna burn down sometimes and I have to deal with it. So. Is that right? Looks right. I mean, it's not like it's hard to replace. Alright, we definitely need to do a perimeter check. Let's look around. I don't really understand. Why am I so slow? I don't know, I feel slow. Let me check my... I'm not encumbered. Combat pack. Where? Oh, this is a combat pack. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, I don't understand why certain parts of the wall lit on fire and others didn't. I'm not really sure. But the fact that this part got lit on fire, that doesn't make any sense. You know, again, a zombie might have glitched through the wall, and I think it would be a real hassle to replace this entire... I mean, I don't mind spending the resources. What I do mind is breaking the wall down. Because I could either break it from the beginning and break the entire wall down and then replace it. And guess what? I'm not doing that. Spoiler alert, I'm not doing that. And breaking down one piece of a wall at a time isn't the way I'd want to do it either. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and replace a piece of wall with metal. They need to let you upgrade the walls. That's it. I mean, just that's all we need. Just let us upgrade the walls. But I don't think you can do that right now. But I'll try. I tried it inside though when I was working on the armory and it didn't work. So look at that. Freaking bodies everywhere. So happy the hordes are back. You know, there was an update today and I didn't look at it. Maybe I should check that out really quick. Okay, first things first. Let's go ahead and save the game. And then we're going to try and replace this wall with a metal piece. A metal wall, and see how that goes. Alright, so we're going to need a welder, a power drill. Welder and power drill. Drills are up here. Drill. Welders are down here. And we're going to need some scrap metal sheets. Scrap metal sheets. And small and then heavy bolts. Sheets. Small. Oh, I need more scrap metal sheets. Okay. That's fine. We'll get them in a second. Heavy bolts. Now let's come over here. And sheet. Why don't we put in... Why can't I split the stack there? Just put in 10, I guess. Sheet 10. Sheet. Okay. That'll be a lot of small ones. Well, you know what? I have to wait for the small ones. I can't do anything without them. Okay, I got everything I need. Let's see if we can upgrade this. We're going to go ahead and save the game one last time, just in case something goes horribly wrong. And a lot of times it says, saving, please do not close the game. But it like lasts for a while. It takes a long time to save it. So I'm going to assume it's already saved and I'll be okay, but, you know, who knows. So, this, yep, just like that. Okay. Alright, so it does not get rid of the wood. That's the problem. I mean, I could just leave it like that. It actually kind of looks a little bit better than all metal. Let's see what it looks like from out here. Yeah. Not really. The thing is, it looks kind of... It doesn't look right. But it's the only way I'm going to upgrade anything. I'm going to leave it like that. And that's the only upgrades I'm ever going to do. Like, I'm not going to break these walls out. It takes too long. 3,500 hit points doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. It takes a long time to break these out. And like I said, I don't want to do the whole fence, because if I did the whole fence, I'd have to start, like, over here. Break all of this out all the way over here and kind of, like, do it all at once. Which I don't want to do. It'd be too many resources, and I really don't want to do that. I don't mind, like, going along the fence one at a time and doing it, you know, every once in a while. I do, oh, I'm going to do some today, I'm going to do some tomorrow. And the next thing you know, after, like, a couple weeks, it's done. But to do the whole thing on one day, no, I don't think I want to do that. And I have to rebuild the whole wall, too, which is, I really don't want to do. Okay, that's fine. This works. This works. It just doesn't look as good as I'd like it to, but that's okay. Not a big deal. How do I... Hold on. See, sometimes it's a little tricky to get the right one. Oh, hold on. There we go. Alright, that's all I can do for now. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Actually, it does look pretty cool. It looks like it's like really strong wood with the metal outline, so I actually don't have a problem with I don't have a problem with the way it looks. Although it doesn't look quite as good from out here, but whatever. That's what the zombies have to see. I don't care. Maybe they'll think it's wood and they'll be like, oh, I could destroy that. I mean, you can't destroy the wood either, so it really doesn't matter. Okay, back to what we're doing. Let's get this place locked down. Man, freaking that horde really just threw me, you know? Locks. So we have a lot of enhanced locks in here, so that's good. Yep, that's it. We just need the electrical scrap, which I should have on me. That's it. I'll just make 21 for now, and we'll just go from there. You just got so many locks now. It's okay. They're not even that expensive, to be honest. Let's go check on the crops really quick. We'll know right now whether those crops are going to be okay during October, because if there's no damage on the clocks... What's going on with this? Should I move this? I thought it would burn, but it's not taking any damage. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so if these have taken no damage yet, they're probably going to be okay. Yeah. Okay. See, their health is 100%. Now, they might take damage during the night, but honestly, I think we can farm through October, which means I might take another 2-week vacation. We'll see. I'll think about it. I really, really want to get to winter. I want to see some snow. It is 42 degrees out, though. Maybe it can snow in November. Probably. I would imagine. I think someone said right after Halloween it snowed in his game. So. Good luck. All right, let's take a couple of these out there. The code is going to be 848, and if it has to be four numbers, it'll be 8480. Don't tell anybody, guys. Don't tell the bandits. Don't tell the zombies. I'm counting on you. All right, so I'm taking some serious damage now, and that is really cool. I appreciate that. This is what I wanted the game to be. It's been too much of me not taking damage, and now I'm starting to take damage again, which is good. I thought I want to take damage, but I want to have to use my healing items, you know. Pretty tough too, because like the developers are like talking about balancing the game, and they're like, we don't really want it to be too hard because it's going to turn people off. Like, but you also don't want to be too easy because then you get bored of it quicker. Where should I put this key code? I'm going to put it like a little bit off the ground because I don't want the zombies trying to hit it. Oh, what's wrong with... Oh my goodness, that guy. All right, I can't even look at this guy. Hold on. There we go. All right, lock. Change code. Oh, it gives you the code. Okay. All right, so 848. Hey, man, nobody in the zombie apocalypse knows my name's KJ48. There you go. Nice, and it's one I will never forget. So I'm trying to place this lock on the wall like a dope. That's not how it works. It works just like any other key. You have to put it into the door. I was just trying to figure it out, could not figure it out. Yeah, you just do this. Install lock. Okay. And then lock and code lock. I'm going to split this stack because I don't think it'll use both, but just in case. And select. And that's all we need to do. Let's see. Lock. 848. And it's locked. All right, so we do need one for each one. That's fine. I pretty much thought I would, but, I didn't know for sure. Close. And lock. You know what's funny? I forgot about the side doors. I'm going to need locks for those, too. All right, so this is door is locked. Door is locked. Unlock. 848. Look at that, huh? All right, that's freaking cool. And you can just lock it from the right there, and then, yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. I'm just gonna go on a limb here and say I think. I know I'm infected. Let's not talk about that just yet. Here's the thing. I think the keys are better. I think enhanced locked keys are the best because you don't have to put in any code. The code does take time, not a lot of time, but it does take some time. But I think the locks are so cool. The code locks are so cool. I am going to use them, but I will say I think keys are probably a better way to go. And I might remove the code locks if it gets on my nerves. So we'll see. For now, I'm going to use the code locks because they are cool. And yeah, I'm sick. Okay, so I'm going to be dead soon. And what are you going to do? That's the infection. As soon as I say it, as soon as I see it say infection, I'm going to end it all because. Not that I really care that much about the infection, but the thing is, like, it makes me slow. And I don't like it. Hold on. Code. Change code. 848. Go. Install lock. 848. Man, they thought of everything. This is great. Lock. 848. Maybe they could give you like a... Here, this is what they could do. They could give you a a stat, some kind of something. I don't know what you would call it, but something. Maybe we'll call it a code lock automation thing or whatever. And then you put in 848. And then the idea is anytime you go to do a code lock, you automatically put in 848. You don't have to type the numbers, you know. But that wouldn't be as realistic, though. I admit that. Lock. But having to do this over and over again, it's going to get old. But you know what? It's not old right now, so who cares? All right, door's locked. Let's go ahead and install these on the rest of them. Change code. 8. Get out of here. It's got to be open, by the way, for you to install locks. Make sure it's 848. Select. Close it. You know, let's do this from the inside. Because then when we lock it, we don't have to put in the code. And we're going to lock... I'm going to lock this place down nice and tight. Open. Install lock. Make sure it's 745. That's not 84. It's got to be the 4s. It's got to be the locks with 4s, 3s, or whatever, because those are the ones I've been using. Close, lock. Come over here. Just so you guys know, I haven't decided if I'm going to do 2 episodes today of this game. There's some other games I want to play. Some people have been asking me to play other games, and the engagement on this series is starting to wane a little bit. I'm still going to be doing this. It's okay, wane a little bit. I mean, it's still getting the best views of mostly anything on this channel ever, but it's starting to fall off a little bit. Now, I'm going to continue doing 1 video a day, no matter what. That's going to be for a while, so don't, fret. And I might still do 2 videos today. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards doing 2 videos today, but 2 videos of this game. But eventually, pretty soon, I will go down to 1 video a day, which I think is still fine. I think, yeah, so this might be the guy that lit my wall on fire, because I don't know why he's here. Let's go ahead and destroy that. This game has been, like, so hot. I mean, what are we on? We're next episode. This is episode 69, but this has been a hell of an episode, man. It's been a Thanksgiving Day miracle. It's episode 69. It's freaking hilarious. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, and we're on episode 69, and people are still freaking gung-ho about this series. That never happens. Not on my channel. Usually by episode 69, stuff is really, stuff starts winding down usually around level, episode 30. So you guys have been gung-ho about this series, which I love because I think this game's fantastic. And it really makes me feel bad when I think a game is really good and nobody else cares. I'm really slow. It's partially because of the sickness. Yeah, it really gets me down when I'm like, oh man, this game's so cool and nobody gives a rat's behind. So the fact that people are loving this game just makes me very, very happy. Whoop. Swing a little bit early there. They're coming out of the woods. Install lock. Go, select, close, and lock. And I think we have a couple more doors over here. We need to do is we need to go to the other locks and set the code. Because the thing is, I think once you place down the lock, if the code is wrong, can I even remove it? I probably can from the inside. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Okay, but you'd have to be on the inside. All right, cool. Because I'm going to keep these for a while, and maybe they won't bother, they won't, get on my nerves, but I think eventually, guys, I'm probably going to go to keys. But these things are cool, and I'm going to not go to keys right now, because I think these are awesome. I mean, key codes, man. It's that's some futuristic tech shit. We need, some thumbprints, or eye scans. That'd be freaking cool. Although in an apocalypse, you probably don't want that, because the last thing you want is some bandit trying to cut off your thumb to use the, to use the fingerprints or gouge out your eye like in freaking, in Demolition Man. Okay, I think it's, I'm really slow and it's starting to bother me. How slow am I? It feels pretty bad. Yeah, negative 20%. It is bothering me, so I think it's time to end this. How do we want to end this? Should I drink some gasoline? That could be fun. Whenever I get infected, you can wait for the infection to kill you, but man, you're going to be slow, and I don't like being slow. So I will admit, I lost this round. Let's go ahead and drink some gasoline. Maybe I could swallow a grenade or something. Drink. All right, I'm slightly poisoned, moderately poisoned, severely poisoned, and deathly poisoned. Okay. And I'm dehydrated. Let's see what deathly poison does. Sometimes ingested glue, paint thinner, or bleach isn't the greatest idea. Says you. Pain and damage. Wow, only 0.47 damage per second. I just guzzled a freaking gallon of gasoline. Ugh, I'm getting sick just thinking about it. What else could I do to myself? I mean, I guess I could just take a grenade out there and just let it go, but the thing is, I'm gonna die in my base, so maybe should we burn ourselves or something, or I don't know how we would do that. I guess we could cook something and then take it out without the gloves. Yeah, this is gonna take forever to get me killed. Okay. I really don't want to waste explosives on myself, so I'm just gonna come out here and let the zombies finish me. Let's go ahead, and I have a shirt that's almost pretty damaged. I'm going to take that off so it doesn't get broken. And I'm trying to go through this thing and it's locked. All right, you gonna be able to hurt me? Yep. See, here you go. This is what I was talking about earlier. Am I in God mode? I'm not in God mode, am I? Mother fudging fudge. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're getting somewhere. I'm severely poisoned. Man, you guys are taking too long. I turn my back on them, it'll be quicker. Got some deep wounds. I'm hungry, excruciating pain, severely poisoned, stinky smell. Oh no, not a stinky smell. I'm also sick and dehydrated. Okay, we are done. It's a freaking God mode thing. I wish there was an indication, like if you're in God mode, like on the screen, so that I wouldn't forget. You know? I don't think it really affected my game that much, but oh yeah, it's dark in my... I don't have the key. Well, it doesn't matter because I can just unlock it from the inside. Imagine if I locked myself in my own freaking room. Well, I might have the key. You do drop some things, but not everything. Yeah, so I did drop the key to the armory, so I can't get in the armory right now. Interesting. Alright, let's go take care of some business. Hey, where's my zombie? The heck? Aw. Oh, there's no zombie out here. Okay, well, I guess it really doesn't matter that much. Alright, I have some pretty messed up inventory right now. Let me get that straightened out. Okay, I got my inventory all organized. For those of you who don't know, when you die, random stuff drops, so you have to go through and make sure you've locked everything that matters. And also put everything on and whatnot. I don't know why it's 67 degrees on October 4th, but this stuff's going to grow forever if it doesn't start getting colder in the game. All right, where did we finish on? I think we got the locks around the entire base, didn't we? Did we get this lock done? I think we did. Unlock. Yeah, we did. Okay, so everything is locked up around the perimeter of the base. I think the next thing to do is these two right here. Lock and 848. Select. And then close and lock. Do the same thing right here. I'm feeling safer already. Select. Close and lock. And then we need this one over here. I can't put a door here, so that's got to stay open. So there's nothing I can do about that. Install lock. Select. Close and lock. Am I gonna put some over here? I don't. Yeah, we probably should. All right, hold on. This lock right here needs to change code to 848. How many do we have left? We got a decent amount left. I think we got enough for this round of of setting up locks. Lock. Oh, okay. I got a cool thing about these key codes that's better than regular locks with a key, because I could leave my windows open. Well, I guess they could crawl through the window, but you know, the idea is you don't leave the windows open because they could reach in and then flip the lock. I guess you could do that from the inside without needing the code anyway. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Lock 848. Cool. And this one right here. Install lock 848. Close. Here we go. And then one more, and I think we're good for today. Yeah, this is pretty good. I think actually it might be good forever. Like, I've got a lock on pretty much every door. Flip lock. Okay, so we got to remove these locks because these have locks on them already. And then you install a lock. And oops, second code 848. Install lock. Select. Close. Lock. All right, man, we are locked down. We are seriously locked down, and that is awesome. All right, guys, I do think I'm going to call this one here. If you ended up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and until then, take it easy.